What is going on, everybody? I am Top 10 Pokemon, and this is the top Pokemon card eBay auctions of the week. This week, tons and tons of interesting cards and sealed product to go through, as well as the end results of the Logan Paul First Edition base set pack auctions ends. What did those packs end at? We're going to find out here at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Please give the video a like and subscribe. Thank you for your support. And if you did not watch my video I put out yesterday, I will be listing all these bad boys behind me for auction starting this Sunday evening at $1. So if you're looking to get your hands on some of these booster boxes from a legit seller, check them out Sunday night. The auction starts. I will put the eBay link in the description below. Let's just waste no more time and get right to it. As always, we're going to start off with some modern product and move forward through vintage onto the sealed at the very end. All right, up first, let's cover an amazing rare here. We have one from Vivid Voltage and Zamazenta PSA 10 that went this week for $237.50. And I'll be the first to admit that I'm very surprised that these amazing rares from this set in PSA 10 have been staying at this price point. I mean, this is actually a little bit higher than usual for the Zamazenta at $237.50. So very surprised to see these amazing rares hold their value, considering how many you can pull from a box and just the sheer amount that's being sent in. I guess, like I said, in about 6 to 8 months, we're probably going to see quite a flood of a lot of different cards. I think this is going to be one of them, these amazing rares. So stay tuned. We'll see where those go. But for right now, these past several months, they've been maintaining their value. Mewtwo EX Full from Evolution is about $173.50 for a PSA 10. All right, we have from Vivid Voltage pre-release Lugia here, holographic in PSA 10 that went for $345. We had, and this is very interesting, this is from Black and White. This is a Pikachu from the Legendary Treasures Radiant collection. I love the reverse holo of this card. You got those Pikachu heads and the Thunderbolts. It's really, really nice touch. And you really don't see this card come around auction very often, but it went for $510 as a PSA 10. Very pretty card right there. From Sun and Moon, I saw an Umbreon GX PSA 10 go for $510. So these evolutions from the Sun and Moon sets are really increasing, as evidenced by this here Umbreon GX. We have a Mewtwo GX. This is the secret rare from Shining Legends, PSA 10 that went for $635. So probably one of the best cards from Shining Legends to get. We have a Pikachu VMAX Rainbow Rare. I've been keeping tabs on this Pikachu VMAX ever since its release and ever since we see PSA 10 come out. This week it went for $1,300 even. There was a couple that went a little bit less that I didn't bother putting on here, but $1,300 seemed to be about the average price for this card, so it stayed put this week. Here we have this head-scratching Lily. I actually had this card back from whenever I had like a case of Ultra Prism, and I opened them all up. I actually got this card, and I'd sold it, you know, a couple years ago. And it was not worth $1,700 at that time. But yeah, a PSA 10 Lily card, full art trainer from Ultra Prism will cost about $1,700. I don't know what the deal with this card is. I've seen it really increase in value the past couple months, but I was really shocked to see it hit a $1,700 price tag. Whew, mama. All right, here we have another special delivery Pikachu card. That was all the hype 2 or 3 weeks ago. This week I saw one go for $1,436 as a PSA 10. As you can see, it is starting to really decline in value. We had that stupid auction end at like over $10,000 a couple weeks ago. Last week we were seeing it like a little over $2,000. This week, $1,436 was the price for a PSA 10. All right, a Black Label Charizard V secret rare from Champion's Path went for $3,550, which is pretty low. I think last week we had one go, yeah, we had one sale last week for $4,300 for this card, so it had about $800 decrease this week. I don't know why, but that was interesting. I wanted to share that with you. Getting into some base set here, getting into some WotC. We have Shadowless Charmander PSA 10 that went for $630. We had a Shadowless Bulbasaur PSA 10 go for $710. And then we had a Shadowless Pikachu go for $647. I don't think I've seen a Shadowless Squirtle in this here little auction set, but yeah, these Shadowless cards have really been holding that value there at about this price point. All right, speaking of Pikachus, we had the Jungle First Edition Pikachu PSA 10 go for $420. And then we had that same card, but with the W stamp on it, go for $610 as its PSA 10 example. All right, we have a couple of starters here from Neo Genesis. What are the starters up to from Neo Genesis in PSA 10? Well, let's take a look. We had a Cyndaquil Gem Mint 10 go for $306. And we had a Totodile PSA 10 go for $425. So I actually sent these in as well to be graded way back when, and they looked pretty gem mint to me. I was really hoping to nab the PSA 10 grade for these. I hope I do get that because these prices are very nice price. All right, let's go over some reverse holos from Expedition. Now you're gonna be asking yourself why I'm going through these, why they are relevant, so stay tuned. I'll tell you why here in a minute. We had a Haunter here, I love Haunter, from Expedition set, PSA 10 go for $162. We had a reverse holo Hitmonlee, PSA 10, these are all PSA 10s, went for $102.50. We had a Ponyta here go for $338. We had a reverse holo Squirtle go for $362. We had another reverse holo Squirtle go for $752. And last but not least, we had, yes, a Cubone go as a PSA 10 for $815. Now, the reason this surprised me is because, well, the Cubone went for $815. Why? Well, I think this one's solely due to the amazing artwork. Just look at this card. There is such a story behind this artwork. There's so much character to it. So I think artwork says a lot about this card. Obviously, at $815. If you look at the Hitmonlee, has a population of 11. There are 11 PSA 10 reverse holos for this card, and 10 reverse holos of the Cubone. So it's not a matter of population, it's not a matter of rarity, but these are both common cards. I think it's solely a matter of just beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork right there. I know it caught my eye when I saw it, that's why I watched it, and then I watched all these other cards to see what they would compare to, and yeah, that Cubone is awesome, awesome artwork, and the price tag reflects that. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, we have from Fossil Set, starting into some WotC holos here, we had that Kabutops PSA 10 First Edition holo go for $1,025. Now that's more like it. If you recall last week, I was a little bit upset to see that this card did not break the $1,000 mark, so this week I am satisfied to see this WotC holo break the 4-figure mark. We had a Mewtwo PSA 10 from base set. This is Unlimited Mewtwo that went for $1,025. We had a Ho-Oh Unlimited holographic PSA 10 go for $2,600. This is an unlimited card. So that is one of my favorite artworks from Neo Revelation, if not my favorite artwork. So yeah, $2,600 for an unlimited WotC holo. We had a Scyther here, First Edition PSA 10 from Jungle Set, go for $2,175. We had a couple Shining cards here. We had a First Edition Shining Kabutops in PSA 10 go for $1,725. And we had a Shining Charizard. This is the unlimited version that went for $7,099 for its PSA 10. Here we have a Golduck, Misty's Golduck. First Edition PSA 10 holo that went for $3,750. Why would you pay that much for the old duck? Well, it's probably the lowest population holo from this set, I believe, at a population of only 56 PSA 10 copies. We have here yet another Crystal Charizard. Every single week, there's always Crystal Charizards. This week, it's still about $20,000. Yeah. All right, we got a couple booster boxes to go through. This one still got my jaw on the floor. It is, yes, a Steam Siege sealed booster box that went for $232.50. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. We had a Team Up, Sun and Moon Team Up booster box seal go for $760. This has been one of the highest value Sun and Moon boxes that have been selling. Evolutions, what's that been up to? Is it still very expensive? Let's take a look. We had an Evolutions box here go for $927. We had one go for $950. Here we had one sell for $940. One went for $990. We had another one here go for $1,125. Another one go for $1,125. So it seems to be averaging about $1,000 for this booster box. So it stayed at it stayed at the value it was last week. So I'm going to keep an eye on these boxes and see if they take off even more or stay the same or decrease. Here we have a Flash Fire booster box. This one come down a little bit. Last week it went over $4,000 for a sealed box. This week a sealed booster box went for $3,350. All right, Jungle First Edition box. We had one sell for $17,769. We had a First Edition Team Rocket box sealed that went for $24,000. So that's quite an increase. If that's a legit sale, that's quite an increase, because it was hanging out around the $15,000 mark there for a while. This week, auction, $24,000. All right, this one was kind of weird too. We have a base set sealed Green Wing Charizard booster box. Now, if you don't know what the Green Wing is, it's one of the indications that the box could be shadowless. If you look on the pictures itself, it does have multiple country codes. It looks unlikely to be shadowless. But still, the Green Wing variant has to be more rare than your traditional unlimited Blue Wing Charizard. But $24,266 for this box. I thought that was a little bit low, just considering what the box is. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? And the last booster box we have to go through is yet another First Edition Neo Genesis box that sold for $34,400. And I don't think it's really going to go below that price from here on out. With the cards you can get inside of it, they're amazing, and there's so much potential in this box. That seems to be about where that price has been, about $34,000. And lastly, we have the Logan Paul First Edition base set packs that were for sale via auction on goldenauctions.com. I'd like to go over some of these prices that these went for, because they were crazy. I know a couple of YouTubers touched on this. A couple of the YouTubers tried to get in on this, but I think they were surprised at the fact that these went as high as they did. Let's go over and take a look here. So we had one here. The first pack went for $39,000. Second pack went for $43,000, $39,000, $39,000, $40,000, $36,000, all the way up to $44,280 for a pack. And as you can see, it stayed in the $40,000, and then eventually for the last 8 or so packs, it went down to about $36,000 per pack, averaging around $40,000 a pack. So, what do y'all think of that? I mean, that is awfully risky. I know the people who are buying this probably have plenty of capital to go around, and it's probably not phasing them much, but, you know, from an investment aspect, you're opening these cards up, you're very unlikely to get a holo. You're very unlikely to get a Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Chansey, and it's very unlikely those cards were great at PSA 10. So these people who bought this have a very slim chance of actually making their money back. And, you know, if you're buying these packs for exposure, I think it's also risky as well, because in the last booster box opening, not everybody got an extensive shout out. A lot of people, he just read the name, that was it. Like, he didn't go on and on about going to other people's channels. So you have an awful lot of risk here with the cards you might get and the exposure you might get. So my question to you, community, is, Logan Paul said that they're going to be grading the holo cards, and they're going to get a special PSA label, a Logan Paul box break label on these cards for whatever they grade. Do you think this label is going to carry a tremendous premium? Yes or no? Leave it in the comments, because when you think about it, the card itself is not limited edition. You are simply paying for a label. Will that label be a hefty premium or not? Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Later.